have that powerful baritone. The women are thinking, oh my God, is my voice going to last? Am I going to look like an expert? Fine. That was feedback in a criticism way, but it's okay. It's your mother, right? Now I'm here to tell you, you will get an effective feedback when you are working with me. You will get that effective feedback, but you will also realize, Pallavi, yaar 10 din ho gaye yaar, I'm not able to get this. Only I'm just not able to get any expressions on my face. Pallavi, how do I get it? Pallavi, it's been 25 days. No worries. As long as you don't quit, as long as you are telling yourself, I'm going to fail, I'm going to be a disaster, but one day soon I'm going to be that master. As long as you're willing to do this, this is your captivating mindset as a content creator. How many of you are willing to follow this? Give me in the comment box. Are you willing to not quit on yourself? That's when I want you to give me a me in your comment box. Fantastic, because you have amazing talents to offer the entire world. And I know for a fact that when we are willing to fail, it gives us our ability to succeed. I did not say this. Vinod Khosla, who's an entrepreneur, who's a venture capitalist, actually ended up saying this. So I'm only quoting his words, that your willingness to fail is going to give you your ability to succeed massively. And that's what we want, right? All right. Everybody ready for step 2? Give me an S2 in the comment box if you're ready for step 2. Everyone. Awesome. Thank you very much. Step 2 is very, very simple. It is called the science of learning. I know that you know very well what all, learning includes. It's a process. The first process is, of course, unlearning whatever is not serving you, correct? Now, what are the things that are not serving you as a content creator? Can you help me understand? What are the things that are not serving you as a content creator? And as a human being, what are the things that are not serving you as a communicator, or are becoming a roadblock in you becoming that effective world-class communicator? Give me 1 or 2 examples. Anybody can keep typing out. What are the things that are not serving you? And you need to unlearn those communication habits. जैसे हम लोग नए स्कूल में जाते हैं तो पुराने स्कूल का यूनिफॉर्म नहीं पहनते ना. So unlearn and we have to let go, right? So roadblock is time. So basically, are you trying to say that you don't keep time in terms of content creation, or you don't speak in that limited time? What do you mean by roadblock is time? I want that. Mindset is fixed. Okay. Fear of failure. Okay. Not able to talk about money. Nice. These are all communication challenges. When you're not able to convincingly speak about money, hello, money is just an idea. It's just an energy. Like my mentor, Siddharth Rajsekar, always says, he says, money is an idea. It's an energy. You have some blocks about money, and that is what is not allowing you to speak clearly about money. So don't worry about it. That is something which is very easily solvable. Okay. Knowledge, barrier. Okay. Fear of being mocked. Yes. Sabse bada rog kya kahenge log, right? Self-doubt, laziness, not shooting your content time to time. That's laziness as well. Becoming nervous when recording. True that. Listening skills. Beautiful. So I want you to unlearn a lot of these things. How do you unlearn them? You need to identify. First identify, then accept that, okay, I'm not an active listener. I need to unlearn the habit of interrupting. I need to unlearn the habit of multitasking while I'm listening to people. Multitasking while you're listening to people is like this. हाँ बोलो मैं सुन रहा हूँ, कान से सुनता हूँ, आंखों से थोड़ी सुनता हूँ यार. चलो carry on talking. How many of you have done this with somebody, or somebody has done this with you? Can you please tell me? Give me a oh, you don't like how you communicate when you hear yourself. That'll change. Practice and over time. That is my promise to you, guaranteed. Okay. Yes, has multitasking has happened. First thing to unlearn, multitasking. Second thing to unlearn, please unlearn the habit of not listening actively, only listening with your ears. Unlearn. ये करो अपने आप को. Unlearn only listening with your ears. Can you do this? Unlearn, and say it out loud. Unlearn only listening with your ears. Pallavi, what stupidity is that? Ears are for listening. Yes. but your brain is also for listening, your eyes are also for listening, your mouth when zipped is for listening, your ears are of course for listening, your heart is for listening, your body when tilted towards the person who's speaking is for listening, your hands when they're not doing anything while other people are speaking is for listening, your legs when they're not pacing around the room when somebody is trying to talk to you is for listening, your entire body is for listening. Thank you so much for that, heart. Because that's exactly what is causing the challenge in our communication, it's causing the challenge in our relationships, it's causing the challenge in content creation. हम लोगों की बात ही नहीं सुनते हैं, और हम अगर सुनते हैं, so there are three types of listening. You listen to rebut. Take this down. There are three types of listening. You need to unlearn this habit. We listen to rebut. Listening while somebody is talking. अच्छा मैं क्या बोलूँगा? अच्छा इसने बोला he went to Switzerland. I have to say I went to France. This person said my mentor is Siddharth Rajsekar. I have to say my mentor is so and so. Listening to rebut. Constantly something is going on in your head while the other person is talking. Second thing, listening to ask a question or to, respond with a question. Next question, next question. Please stop doing that. And third way of listening is listening to understand. That's the only type of listening that's going to end up making you a super fantastic world-class communicator. When you listen to understand. Anybody had a bulb on moment at this point in time? Please type out BO in the comment box. If you felt that listening is only listening, no, it's hard, but listening to understand, right? So that's where I want you to partake of active listening. All right. So loads of things in unlearning, loads of things, which of course you'll get to know as we keep going forward, right? Relearning effective communication techniques. One of the biggest techniques in communication that I want you to relearn, non-verbal communication, bro. Yes, I start using my 14-year young's language from time to time because she constantly bros me. So it's all right, sometimes to kind of bro each other as well. Non-verbal communication means your words and my words are cheap. Do this. Cheap. Do this. Just say it and do this. Cheap. And make that facial expression. Cheap. Words are cheap. Pallavi, what nonsense. Communication is all with words. No. 93% of your communication is not through words. And how much time we put into just words. How many of you have done this? You had a content piece to shoot, or you have a PPT to give in your workplace. 93% of your time you are putting in the effort into PPT slide banana hai, words kya bolna hai, wo likhna hai, whatever I'm going to speak in my content, I have to write that down. And you have not given even 10% or 20% for delivery. You've given 93% or 99% to words, but not even given 10% to delivery. But 93% of your communication, of your message is going to go across to people via your body language and your voice modulation. Uska kya karoge? How many of you feel that you have not focused on your body language in your communication so far? Can you please give me a not focused, NF? You have not focused so far. Can you share that NF with me in the comment box? Thank you. Thank you so much. So I want you to, at this point in time, what I'm going to do for you is we are going to straight off first get into the relearning of this non-verbal communication aspect of it, right? My first thing for you here, body language. What exactly is it? It is that powerful means that your body has of being able to convey the exact emotions, the attitude, your intention, your information without even opening your mouth, right? So here I want to tell you, just the way that you come on a virtual platform and you smile looking into the camera, people connect with you. First step, first checklist, check box in the, sorry, first box checked in the checklist. Okay. The next thing, If so far you have just looked at people and smiled, you've looked into the screen and smiled, fantastic, no problem. Second thing, everybody take your index finger, touch it to your camera lens, everyone. Everyone do this, please. Take your index finger, touch it to the camera lens, or just take it towards your camera lens, everybody. That camera lens are the eyes of the people you are connecting with. Okay, you can stop doing that now. Look into the camera lens, everybody. That camera lens are the eyes of the people that you're connecting with, one-on-one or one-to-many, as in today's case. Today, when I'm speaking, Sriram's eyes for me are the lens. Kalyani's eyes for me are the lens. Dashrath's eyes for me are the lens. Raj Gupta's eyes for me are the camera lens. When I'm looking at Dashrath Gupta right now on the screen, or when I'm looking at Kameshwari right now on the screen, Kameshwari, can you feel like I'm looking at you? ये कहाँ देख रही है मैडम? ये तो कहीं और ही देख रही है. ये तो मेरी तरफ देख ही नहीं रही है. Okay, let me give it to this, get it to. So Kameshwari, right now I'm looking at you, where your box was. Do you think I'm looking at you? No, right. Shriram, right now in my box, you're somewhere here. Do you really think I'm looking at you? No, right. This is when I'm looking at people and talking. So the next thing in that checklist is look into the camera virtually. Because today, let's face it, you are creating videos on YouTube. Do you know what some of you are doing? You're looking into the screen and talking. Some of you, when you're creating your IG reels, do you know you're looking at yourself? Suppose you're doing it on your own. It's like that kind of a mode. Of course, if you're using DSLR camera and this, that, and the other, fantastic. But a lot of people have not reached that stage yet. A lot of people are still using this external camera on their laptop. They're still using their phone to capture, and they still don't have people around them to capture it for them. So they're capturing it from the front camera. A lot of you are not looking into the camera, you're looking at the screen and speaking. And that's when people are not feeling the connect. That's a very, very major step towards going ahead. And that's your first major step in your body language. All right. Now, I want to also share with you why is body language so crucial. All right. Because from the moment that the person sees their eyes are looking at you, your eyes are looking at them, from the moment the person sees the smile, they get an energy from you. And that energy tells them, should I like this person? At a gut feeling. It's a physiological feeling. It's a gut feeling. Do I like this person? Do I not like this person? Do I want to work with this person or do I not want to work with this person? Do I feel like something is amiss here in this person? How many of you have felt that? The person has not even opened their mouth yet, but you get this energy from them, or you get this feeling from them that I don't think this is going to be a great connect. How many of you have felt that with somebody or the other? Give me a yes in the comment box if you have felt that. Yes, and that is no other thing but body language, because your body also has energy, and your body language in your body and your subconscious mind is cued to read your body language cues. So that means other people are reading your body language cues and you are reading other people's body language cues. And that is the reason why the first thing you need to focus on is your smile and your eye contact. Even when you're meeting people face to face, your eye contact is one of the most important things. All right. What are the benefits? Your message becomes a lot clearer. It becomes a lot more impactful. How many of you feel that because when you're seeing me on your screen, you can see me speaking directly, looking at you? A lot of you feel that the message is a lot more impactful. Can you feel that? And how many of you feel that because I'm using certain actions, certain gestures while I'm speaking with you, because my facial expressions are very clear to you, that's also another reason for the message to become clear and for me to be slightly more impactful than otherwise? How many of you feel that? Give me impactful, or just give me I am in the comment box. Yes? Do you feel like that? Then just go ahead and give that to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. And if you don't feel it, don't need to type out, okay? But if you feel it, then type it out. Body language obviously fosters trust and rapport. Do you know, I'm going to do something right now with you to help you understand how it fosters a rapport and trust, okay? So everybody, I need you to do this with me. Everyone ready? Take whichever hand is your dominant hand, or whichever hand you want to take. Just take that hand, keep it in front of you like this. Okay. And now make one O. I want everyone to do this, huh? Make one O, which looks like beautiful. Hai na? Make one O with your index finger and your thumb. And now I want you to get this hand all around you and then put it on your cheek. How many of you put it here? Where I have put it. Give me exactly. Okay, just give me exactly where I have put it. If you've put it exactly where I have put it, give me exactly in the comment box. Okay, let me see. Okay, exactly. Good one. So Lavina, you're an auditory learner. And that's what gives me the cue that you said, I said cheek. You're right. Okay. I have put it on my chin. That's correct, Hari Prasad. Where did you put it? Did you put it where I put it? That's what I want to know. Now there is a point to prove. There is a science over here that I'm trying to prove. Thank you very much for saying, Bhavna, for the Adhan, for telling me no. Okay, Lavina, no. I put it on my chin. Good. See, thank you so much. Now this is where I'm saying, do you see in the comment box, you can see 95% people put it on the chin and not on the cheek. Actually, I said cheek. This is called, you have something called mirror neurons in your brain. And mirror neurons are put in such a way that they have to mirror what you see in front of you. So when somebody smiles at you, you smile. When somebody does this to you, you also feel like, what did I just do to that person? Why is this person like doing this and rolling their eyes and all that nonsense? And that's when you feel that, why is this person doing that? Or somebody does this to you, or somebody sits like this in front of you, or starts talking to you. Suppose I had started talking like this, I think 95% of you would have left the room because you would have felt, ye kya tarika hota hai yaar for a coach to speak? Getting it? Mirror neurons, rapport building, trust building happens because of body language. If you had any doubt about the importance of body language, has it cleared right now? Give me cleared, or just give me CL in the comment box if it has cleared right now. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you very much. So now, obviously, your mind is super open as to why body language needs to be used. It fosters trust. It builds that rapport with people. It boosts your own self-esteem a lot because you get a response from the audience. Always remember, mirror neurons. Whatever you're giving them, they will give back manifold because they're more in number. Okay? They will give back manifold to you, and that's where your self-esteem suddenly goes to the next level. Okay? And your strong body language will allow you to become that leader of the pack. It will allow you to influence. Do you know that influencers have a very different body language? I'm going to give you a small analogy. Okay? Choti si story to help you understand what kind of body language you need to have. Have you seen a squirrel, everybody? Have you seen a squirrel? Give me yes in the comment box if you've seen a squirrel. What does a squirrel do? Do you notice? Constantly scampering around, running here, running there, running there. Tick, 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 constantly doing that. Yes. How many of you have seen that about a squirrel? Give me a thumbs up or a yes in the comment box again. Why? A squirrel is that tiny creature who's constantly worried. कौन आया? किसने मुझे अपना शिकार बनाया? Who's coming to hunt me? Who's coming to get me? Oh my God, some movement happened. It's constantly moving. It's constantly trying to get away, get out of sight. Now, have you seen a lion? How many of you have seen a lion? And the gait, the majestic gait of a lion. Does a lion move quickly? A lion takes his own time. A lioness, for that matter, takes his or her own time. This is gender neutral, by the way, okay? Because body language is gender neutral. As a woman, you can wield a lot of power when you're grounded and when your movements are slightly slower, more thought about, more grounded, more powerful. So as a man, if you have a baritone voice, which is coming from your diaphragm, fantastic. That's adding to your lion gait. As a woman, Go to your diaphragm again. Speak from your tummy again. We'll come to that second half of nonverbal communication.
Yes.
That's where you want to get your voice out from, not from your chest, not just using your vocal cords. Your vocal cords will anyways relay the sound, but the air has to come from your diaphragm. And when the air comes from there, and when you feel grounded, you feel like you're more in control. And people feel like you have control. You've not given away the control to somebody else. Lion is not scared. Who's coming for me? They are thinking, I am this majestic being who is just here to, whatever, speak to my kingdom or stand in front of my kingdom. And that's the gate, that's the thought process I want you to have when you're working with your body language. Does anybody feel like this analogy from a squirrel to a lion, this has given you a lot of clarity about what you should do and what you should not do? Don't walk too fast. Don't have very quick hand movements. Have slower hand movements. Have definite hand movements. Don't have hand movements or gestures unless and until you truly want them. Don't just keep moving your hands around. Don't just keep moving your head around. Have very strong, powerful movements. Choreographed movements will allow you to become a much better content creator. How many of you feel like this has been a slight bulb on moment for you, then give me a BO in the comment box. If it has, okay? If you already knew this, then that's fine. But if it has, then give me a BO in the comment box. Because that's how you end up leading, because of that body language that you have. You end up leading and influencing and making that true impact with your body language. That's 93%. 55% of your message right there through your body language and your appearance, how you show up, how looking on camera. Okay, that is what conveys your command, your it commands that attention, it conveys that confidence within you, and that inspires confidence in other people as well. Thank you very much, everybody who've shared with me that this has been a bulb on moment for you, because truly that's exactly what body language is all about. Okay, now certain action steps that you obviously need to start taking. Of course, I can't share everything. Communication is huge, my friends, but a few things I want you to record. Whatever pointer. If it's a long form video, obviously on YouTube you're doing a lot of long form videos. If you're recording long form video, at least record yourself for about a minute and check for some kind of body language or some kind of movements that you're making. Assess your movements. Are you using your hand gestures? Are you smiling? Do you have a cheerful, awesome energy? Do you have the energy of the topic that you're speaking about? Suppose you're speaking about having that command, and you're speaking it very quickly, like your hand movements are very quick, and you're shaking your head too much and you're moving around too much. Then you're not speaking about having command. When you want to speak about having command, then have the command in your smile. Even the smile could be slightly different. It's that expert smile. It's not the hi, I'm so and so smile. It's that slightly controlled smile. Okay, and your body language, your spine needs to be erect. You need to be in command then. So check that in your first minute when you've recorded. Just record 1 minute. Check, is my body language in tune with whatever my message is? Am I using the right kind of body language? Am I using my gestures at all? Haath use hi nahi ho rahe? Am I using my face? Am I looking into the camera, or where am I looking? Right? Am I making some kind of such movements, like I'm touching the face again and again in that 1 minute itself, like some 10 times I have done something to my hair. Again and again I'm shifting my clothes, or I'm adjusting. Is that happening? If that's happening, then that means you need to let go of those body language quirks that you have, which might be nervous energy. Okay, how many of you are with me so far and you're getting it? Can you please? Yes, of course you can. Kamra, no, Kannan, I'm coming to that next. Okay, how to control it? Record yourself, assess it, and of course, if you have a coach who can help you with that, obviously you're going to get feedback, right? But if you can record yourself and assess it and then control your hand movements and use it just as much as you'd like, that's what is the big game for you. Okay, super. I'll give you chance for questions right towards the end, okay? Because if a lot of you keep asking questions like this, we will never finish what I want to actually go ahead and finish with you. Yes, Prasanna, you need to be in the right kind of environment for you to go get rid of that fixed mindset. Been there, done that, my friend. I can tell you with a hand on my heart that I thought for a lot of years in my life, oh yes, I have a growth mindset. Bollocks. Forgive me my slang. BS. I did not have a growth mindset. A growth mindset person does not constantly think about failure and success. A growth mindset person thinks about progress. So I told you, I've made a lot of mistakes. One of the mistakes that I made was I had a disease called perfectionism. Up until about 1.5, 2 years ago. Disease called perfectionism, which I let go of. Tab pata laga that is a fixed mindset. It's not going to allow me to grow. And that is why I can tell you with a hand on my heart, Prasanna, you can get there. Okay, so you need to be able to understand that. Okay, now the only way to really work on your body language, obviously you're assessing it and then you're improving it, but you have to consciously practice. So one good tip I'm going to give you, when you're talking to your family now, use eye contact. How many of you here been married more than about 5, 7, 8 years? I'm going to give you a truth of life. Do you know when you're talking to your spouse, you don't even look into your spouse's eyes? You just look in that direction and you talk. How many been there, done that? When you talk to your parents or your siblings, you just look in their direction and you talk. You don't look in their eyes and talk. Your children, till they're about 4, 5, 6, na, Betu, how are you doing? This, that, and the other. Everything is face to face in their eyes. The minute they get to about 11, 12, start checking yourself. You look in the direction of your child and you talk. I have a 14-year young. I'm speaking from personal experience. And that is why when I can check myself on all these points now, I'm giving it to you as a checkpoint. That is a brilliant way to start re-maintaining eye contact while talking to people. Start at home. Second pointer, for you to start using your hand gestures. Okay? How many of you will start practicing this from today itself? I say बोल रही हूँ or then, okay, we'll go to that a little later. I'm just saying it and you will not do it. ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. हाँ, you have to implement. Second thing about your gestures. When you're speaking on the phone, na, nobody is looking at you. They can't even see you. It's not a video call. Use gestures. So one hand is on the phone, but the other hand, use gestures. Oh, I was saying that. Oh, this has to be very, very focused. Okay. अच्छा वैसे करो ना. You're talking to that person, but use gestures. Do you know when you start using gestures, you will see a massive change and a massive difference in when you start using your gestures, when you start speaking in front of people. How many of you are willing to do this? And how many of you think this is making sense? All of it that I'm talking right now, give me MS in the comment box if it's making sense to you. Give me MS in the comment box, which stands for making sense. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, this last thing in body language, I'll tell you why. Most of us sometimes, so many of us, yeah, 99.99999% of the people in the world feel some emotion which drags us down from time to time, correct? So I want to tell you something. I want you to start exercising with confidence building poses. Do you want to do this with me? Because I'm telling you, this will boost your confidence before an interview, before a content creation, before an important presentation, blah, 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 blah. Yes? Okay, stand up with me and adjust your camera while you're standing up. You can do this. Okay, stand up with me. Awesome. Now what I want you to do, I'm going slightly behind, so I'm going to adjust it like this. What I want you to do is either you hold this pose for 2 minutes, okay? For 2 minutes, Pakka 2 minutes by the clock. You hold this pose. It's called the Wonder Woman pose. So we women have something that the men follow. Okay, when it comes to body language, I don't say this. Harvard Business School says this. There are teachers at Harvard who teach this. Okay, so use this Wonder Woman pose or use another pose which is this. Go right ahead. Go from here. You can go directly there. use this. This is your Wonder Woman pose. This is your, wow, I'm the star of this world pose. Okay, and all I want you to do, folks, is hold this for 2 minutes while I'm talking. वैसे ही मुझे पता है 2 minutes हो जाएंगे, right? Why do I want you to hold this pose? Do you know that science has proven that saliva होता है ना अपना, saliva swabs have been taken before the person has entered the interview or while the person is waiting for the interview. Then the person has been told to hold this power pose, this Wonder Woman pose,